Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. My dear student, Assalamu alaikum. Today we are going to study lecture number 3 from the Rightly Guided Caliphs, Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. So today lecture is about the expedition to Syria. In the yesterday lesson we studied about the election of him, that how he was elected as a Caliph of Islam. Let's start studying the topic. So basically from today onwards we are going to discuss his practical approach, that how he has to face some situation and how he dealt over there. Got it? Until yesterday we were studied about his approach or other things. Okay, start. You need to write down the start. As I told you earlier, on the left side I have written down 6 headings. You need to keep these headings in your mind in proper order, then try to explain all these headings. This is how you can write down a proper answer. So start. First challenge which was faced by Abu Bakr Siddiq was expedition to Syria. Immediately after death of the Holy Prophet, question arose that should this expedition should be sent to Syria or not, because condition of Arab and surrounding of Medina was not in the favor of Islam and the Muslims. Okay, what was the reason of this? Romans actually, why Muslims has to why Holy Prophet prepared for the expedition to Syria? Number one, Romans was in interaction with a Muslim from the beginning. In the beginning, when Holy Prophet started his journey, his prophet heard his preaching. Up to that moment, the people of Makkah used to go to Syria for trading activities and other things over there. But when Holy Prophet got a chance, when he was in Medina, he wrote a letter to the different kings and emperors. You have studied in paper 1 in detail. So a letter was also written to the Roman emperor. So although actually the person actually he accepted the letter, he read the letter in a proper way, he also sent some gift to the Muslims. But when that envoy was coming back to Medina, he was martyred. Firstly, he was captured by the governor of Syrian border, and later on actually he was martyred by the Christians. So this is how actually this happened over there. For the first time, Muslim has to face some issues from the Persian side, for the Roman side. So soldier was sent and Battle of Muta took place. Got it? So in order to avenge the murder of Muslims martyred, Holy Prophet sent an expedition under the supervision of Hazrat Abdullah bin Rawah, Hazrat we have studied about in detail. Got it? Then actually Hazrat Khalid bin Walid took that army back to the Medina. So Battle of Muta was fought because of this. Then actually again after few years, Battle of Tabuk took place. Muslim got the news, Holy Prophet got the news that Roman emperor, he also preparing for the battle against the Muslim and the Islam. So that is why Holy Prophet sent the army in order to solve this matter. So in the response of this, Battle of Tabuk took place and Muslim got the victory. Last but not least, when Holy Prophet actually he was sick on his within the Medina, the people of Romans, they again started to prepare the army against the Islam. So when Holy Prophet came to know about this, so he started to prepare an army to send towards against the Romans, and that army was prepared under the leadership of Hazrat Usama bin Zaid, the son of Zaid bin Harisa. So that was last day of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. The Holy Prophet gave order to that army that you need to leave the Medina. That army actually they went outside the city and they stayed over there because the Holy Prophet's condition was not was proper. He was sick and he was in very worse condition. So after 2 days that Holy Prophet died, and that army came back to Medina in order to offer the funeral prayer of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So when this was the situation of that time. So when Holy Bakr Siddiq he became the Khalifa, so that became the Khalifa, but at that time condition of Medina was not proper. So question again arose that army should be sent or not. So because of some logical reasons, some people came to him, to Abu Bakr Siddiq, in order to convince him that army should not be sent to the Syria. Okay, what was the condition? Why they suggest this to Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. When news of the death of the Holy Prophet spread in the whole Arab, so different issues started over there. For example, different tribes started to arose against the Islam. They thought that now Holy Prophet is no more in this world. Muslims are not united. This is a time that we need to attack on the Muslim. This is the time to stand against the Muslim and to solve them, because Islam used to dictate them that how you need to live your life. Islam used to guide them that how you need to spend day and night. So that was against their will and their ego to surrender in front of someone. So different tribes started arose against Islam. Immediately apostate tribe also started over there. They re-announced their faith. They said, we are having agreement with the Holy Prophet or personal background. Now he's died, we are no more Muslim. They went back to their old culture and old faith and old customs. So apostate tribes were also over there. Many tribes, they also refused to pay zakat. They consider zakat as a personal agreement with the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, that Muslim, they have to pay 2.5% of their income yearly. They said, now Holy Prophet is not in this world, he's just died, that we are not going to give the zakat. So refusal to pay zakat was also issue over there. And the false prophet, Musaylama Kazab, Musaylama the liar, he arose in the time of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, in his last days. But Holy Prophet could not send any kind of a expedition against him. So the false prophets started to arise in different areas of the world. They started to convince people. They started to gather army around them, and they started to change the shape and teaching of the Islam. Last but not least, because of all these activities, different tribes were getting prepared to attack the Medina, so that actually they might put the dagger in the heart of Islam, Medina. So these were the situation of the Medina at that time. Muslims and Medina were surrounded by different dangerous tribes. So that is why Muslims came to him and gave the advice to the Holy Abu Bakr Siddiq, the army should not be sent out to the Syria. If we send the army to the Syria, people of Medina and other people, they might attack on Islam, they might attack on the Muslims. So in order to protect Medina capital from being collapsed, army should not be sent to the Syria. So what was the reply of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq? Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq, actually he was very firm and energetic and passionate towards the Islam. So he declined the suggestions of all people by saying this, that my first order will not undo the last order of the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. That he said, who am I to unfold the banner which was raised by the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. Number one. And number two, he also made a speech. He said to the people who came to him with a suggestion that we are supposed to cancel the expedition to Syria. He said, let the Medina stand or fall. Let the Khilafat be stand or perish. I will send the army to the Syria. Let the happens whatever it is. I'm not going to stop the army. Then people came to him that you need to change, at least you need to change the leader of the expedition. Holy Prophet made Usama bin Zaid as the leader of the expedition. They came to the Holy Abu Bakr Siddiq. There are many people, there are many old, many experienced people are in the army. At least you need to change the leader. Then Abu Bakr Siddiq said, no, who am I to change the leader which was made by the Holy Prophet, peace be upon him. So because of his firmness, because of his determination, he sent the army to the Syrian border. Okay. Result, last but not least, point of the answer. So when Muslim actually reached to the Syria, there was no fight took place and Muslim got the victory, and the Romans were frightened. They thought that Muslims are in worse conditions, still they are firm, still they are determined in order to protect their land, their borders, so we can't fight them. So they flee without having a battle with the Muslim on the front. So because of this, the border was cured from the mischief of the Romans once for all. In the same way, a positive message was given to the tribes within the Arab and outside the Arab and the other people of the Muslim world, like Roman, that Muslims are very firm and that Muslims are very much determined in order to secure their land. So this is how Battle of the Tabuk expedition got specific benefits for the Muslim, and Muslim actually started to arise again within the earth, because now Muslim are being secured from the outside of the earth. So this was topic, my dear students. You need to read that topic from the both book. Inshallah, you will have the clear picture of everything. Tomorrow, inshallah, we are going to study another topic. Until then, Allah Hafiz.